Hello everyone, and welcome to Vault Hunters 3rd edition. Now we have played this pack in the past with the Mine Raft crew, and we did a very short series on it back when the pack initially released, and at that time I was not really that much of a fan of the way the pack was, so hopefully we are like 10, 11 months since we last touched it. There has been quite a few updates since then. I don't know exactly what were in those updates. I've not paid attention to this pack at all. So hopefully now, at this point, the pack is a little more polished off. I think I saw a thing recently that said they were adding in the final stages to the game, or the mod pack here, where you do the final vaults and all that stuff. It's not quite in that stage just yet, I don't believe, but we're also nowhere near that stage in our playthrough, obviously. We're right here in the beginning. So we gotta work our way over there. Hopefully by starting a series right now, we're not going to have to restart the run midway through here. Hopefully, at least, that's the plan. But one new thing that I'm aware of is that we now have a quest book of sorts that we can follow along with. So this is going to be really helpful for us to kind of keep track of some of the new stuff that may be in the pack, especially like this guy right here. We have potions that we can take in there now. We have something called a better enchanting system. We also have some other stuff the further down we go, so this is going to be really, really helpful for us to try and remember things about this pack. Also, as we get going here, I do want to say, if you guys have any tips or recommendations for this playthrough, then by all means, let me know down in the comments below, as always here. But for the most part, we are going to be running vaults and trying to do a little bit of building here and there as well. I'm also not going to be changing any of these settings. We're going to go through the pack on default. So for default, we're going to have normal deaths. After level 20, we start dropping a spirit extractor that we can pick up and try and buy back our gear in the event that we do die in a vault. So that's going to be fun to figure out once we get to that point. There's also a couple more things we can change, but again, we're just going to leave everything on default here. So let's collect our vault stakes here. There we go. Cool. Okay. So now we got to go find some chromatic iron. We got to find some vault stone. We got to put those together to make some vault rocks, and then we can hopefully run a couple vaults today. So let me go gather up some of the vanilla stuff so that we can get some gear going, because we are just going to be running through some caves looking for those items. I thought I threw my stake on the ground, but I scrolled off of it. Never mind. We're good. I'm going to get to that real quick, and then we can hopefully get this thing up and running and into a vault here shortly. Well, it didn't actually take too long to find some of the chromatic metal here, but we did have a skeleton with some different plans here. So we did die, and that was kind of not great, but there we go. Cool. So let's actually, we need to compress our inventory a little bit, but we got some of this nonetheless. It wasn't actually that big of a vein. We only got 9 of it, and that's not enough to complete this quest. We need 16, so I need to go look for more, because there's not any more down here where we are right now, so that's fine. But before we go, I do want to grab the diamonds. So you know what, the arrow can go. I don't need that. The chest too, probably. That's fine. We got some diamonds here. We got some more diamonds right over there where we came in at. So hopefully we can get a pickaxe put together, because we're also going to need the vault altar. And to do that, we need 2 pieces of obsidian for that as well. So if I can collect a little bit of that for a nether portal as well as the table, that would be fantastic. Okay, well, let's get our pickaxe. Let's also do an axe as well, and then we can chuck our stone one in the fire as well. I don't really need it anymore, do I? So that should be fine. I don't need to pick this thing back up. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and grab up some more of the obsidian, and then I will get looking for more of the chromatic iron here. All right, well, hopefully this little vein has all the chromatic iron that we're going to need to complete that quest, which it looks like it sure is. Okay, that's great. Alrighty, well, that vein was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, but we now have all of the chromatic iron to complete our quest. So let's chuck some bones on the ground here, and let's complete that. Now we got to collect 16 vault stones, so that's good, because I do know where some of that is already. So we just got to go and collect it. But before we do that, I am going to go to the base, or my little temporary little hole in the wall thing that I have going, and drop all this stuff off real quick, so that way we don't have to chuck anything else on the ground to leave. If I can find my way out of here, that would be also great. So all we're going to need is 16 of the vault stone here, so that shouldn't take too long. This looks like a decent size of a little vein here. Is that... No, that's fluorite. Okay. I fell for quite a few of those things in searching for the chromatic iron there, so glad to see that's still a thing in this pack. But there we go. Although it does look a bit different now that I see what the chromatic iron actually looks like, so that's really nice to know. But anyways, we have that thing done, so I'm actually going to sit here for a little while and use up all of our iron pick on farming this up real quick. All right, well, we ended up with 40 of the chipped vault rocks. So all we got to do is one of these, and that's going to give us a vault rock. So let's just make 10 of them. That's fine. We can also get one from the quest as well. That's neat. So next up, we need to throw together the vault altar, which currently I'm smelting down some stone because we need that as well for it. So 1 second, we should be good to go. I think that's everything that we needed, right? It was indeed. Okay, so we do that, we do this, and there is our vault altar. So we get a button for completing that one. That's neat. And for right now, let's just plop it here, and we can take one of our crystals and see what the recipe is going to be. So we need 2 stones, it looks like. We need 3 iron, 2 sticks, and what is the other thing? Seeds. Okay, so seed, chuck that out. I guess I didn't do 3 iron. I thought I did 3 iron. Okay, there you go. 2 sticks, 2 cobble, and that should be our first crystal done. And I don't really want to bulk craft these because the first 10, I think, right? The first 10 are going to have that beginner's grace thing on them so that we can't lose our gear. And I don't really want to try and abuse that. So I think what I'll do is craft these vault by vault because we could possibly level up off of this first one. And then we'll run a secondary one if we do. If not, then it really doesn't matter. But I just don't want to try and cheese anything here. At the moment, at least. So we need to throw together our vault portal, which I think we can also use just the cobble variant of the vault stone here, I think. So let's see if that is indeed the case. It is. Okay, cool. So that should stay open as long as we don't go in there. And at the moment, I think what I want to do is just make sure that we're as ready as we can be at the moment. So we just did this. Oh, we get a free shulker box. Sweet. Okay. We also get reward point or skill points now. So that's neat. That's a good thing I didn't just run right into the vault here. So let's take that. We also get the vault stakes again. So that's cool. Can I press the right button to go into my thingy? There you go. So let's see. We want to go here. We want to grab the healing aura. So this guy right over here, it's linked to K. Okay. So let me very quickly see what that is. Okay, that's what K is. Okay, so we should be good. Hopefully, if this goes south, we don't lose anything at the moment, at least. So that's great news for us. The first mod that I do plan on unlocking as soon as we get it is the compass, because I have a horrible sense of direction, and right now the vaults are not going to be big. But the longer that we play the pack and the higher our level gets, the bigger the vaults get as well. So I would rather get this as quickly as possible and get used to using it and how it works. So that way we can really not get in trouble here. And what button did I press to turn that on now? I don't remember. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, well, I think we are just about as ready for this first vault as we're going to get. What I want to try and do is collect some more shulker shells so that we have more boxes for each of these runs. But depending on how good or bad this run goes, what we can try and get up and running before our second one, potentially, is the better enchanting thing. So this is going to allow us to enchant our gear, and it's not super expensive. I thought it was going to require vault stuff, but it's just emeralds, an enchanting table, and the chromatic iron. So that is really, really doable. We just don't have the emeralds at the moment, so we can't quite do that. So hopefully, by doing this run, we stumble across some emeralds, and we get the shulker shells that we need. So do the emeralds show up in any boxes? They show up in these guys, Enigma boxes, Enigma chests. So those are definitely new. When we last played, there was only 4 types of chests, I want to say, and this was not one of them. So we got to keep an eye out for that. It looks purple and black, so that's cool. Anyways, though, let's go ahead and hop on in and hopefully have a good run. And it looks like the game was nice to us. We only need 1 monolith. We also don't have any modifiers other than beginner's grace and beginner's insurance. So none of the chests should be trapped, so that's great. We can try and maximize on looting as best we can here. And here's our first group of enemies. Okay, nice that they take half damage from falling already. That's good. We got a living chest and a normal chest. So, oh, I can't hit them from here. I didn't bring a lot of blocks, so that's not going to do us any favors, but okay. We got to try and use them correctly here. I would like to get up there, if I can. but I gotta burn blocks to do this, so definitely want to bring more. Oh, there's a shulker shell. Great. Okay, we want to definitely bring more next time, though, because... Oh, man, dum-dum. Okay. Let's, oh no. Okay, this is not ideal. I don't want to be falling and doing dumb stuff. Come on. It's our first vault. Let's try and maximize here. Okay, oh man. This is not going to go well. All right, well, apparently these slimes drop a poison cloud. There's no indication that they're going to do that. There's no, like, effect on them going. That would be great if there was, but maybe we just run away from them, I guess, would be the thing to do. Go away, Cloud. I didn't loot the boxes yet. There you go. And we got that one already. We got this. And is there anything else? Not that I can see. Okay. There is a weird little thing over here that I'm kind of curious as to what it does. Oh, we actually have money back there. Okay. So what is this guy? Can't break it. Grants 2 absorption hearts for 2 minutes. At what cost, though, is the thing? Is that gonna... No, it's not gonna do anything. Okay, cool. That's neat. I don't know what that does exactly, or other than giving us the absorption things, obviously, but I don't know what it's pulling from to do that. Oh, we just got the fancy ping on this one, and we got a bounty pearl. Okay, that's cool. There is some new stuff as well that I've definitely not seen before, so this is kind of cool. We got anything else in here? No. There is one more of these over that-a-way. Oh, right. We did that thing already, so this should be the last thing in this room. I do want to try and not spend the entire vault in this first room, because that feels like a big waste of time. So once we're done with this, I'm going to try... Oh, we got another vault diamond. Nice, we got 2 of them so far. But yeah, I'm going to try and just maybe sprint down straight away from the entrance, so that way we can't get lost on the way back, hopefully, and we don't have to zigzag our way in and out, unless... There's not that many rooms that away, so let me see what we're working with this direction. Well, that's really good. We got the monolith right here, which I'm pretty sure... Does this end the vault? This does not end the vault. Okay, so all we got to do now is at least make it to the exit, I believe, unless it moves the exit, in which case I just really did myself in there, but we got that done at least, so we get a completion box, so that's good. All right, well, this vault actually isn't that big. We are currently in the final room, straight away from the portal, so it's only 3 or 4 rooms away, so that's actually kind of good. We can't get lost. This is 20 mana, which I believe is the blue bar to the left, right? So, yeah, okay, cool. And this is going to give us a Windar blessing. Cool. All right, there's another one over here as well. That's ore, never mind. But we can take that too, because we need it. So... This is actually a decent vault. We're probably not maximizing on time. I keep getting sidetracked doing dumb stuff. So we'll see how well this turns out at the end here. There's actually a lot of ore in this room, so that's actually kind of good. Let's leave the slime alone. He can't do any damage other than farting on us, so we might as well just leave him be. But we got some more ore in here. I thought that was netherite. I was going to grab that, but that's not what it is. Did we get that? We got woodedite. Nice. We got some more of this over here. This is looking pretty good. If we had vein mine, I would waste my time or take the time to clear this. It's just probably longer to clear it than it's worth doing at the moment. So that's kind of why I'm not bothering with it. Well, there's actually a special zombie down here somewhere, which I lost a second ago. He was one of the miner dudes. He had a trophy on the side of his head, which I didn't kill him. And he's just not here anymore. At least I don't see him. Unless he's back that way, maybe? Trying to get that spawner to break. We got some gilded chest. Oh, there he is right there. Cool. Okay. So let's see how badly this is going to go, because we have a lot of stuff spawning. Let's do some poison damage to him, hopefully. That is not affecting him too much. He's also got some sort of an aurora around him. Or aura around him, not aurora. Dum-dum. But I'd rather not get hit by him if I can. Oh, okay. We got hit by him, and he took... a decent amount there, so let's not do that. Go away, please. Is this guy gonna drop anything cool, or is he gonna give us a bounty? Oh, we got vault armor. Okay, that is kind of neat. That's nice. We got this thing, grants regen for 60 seconds. Don't mind if I do. And let's also just... Ooh, we got a treasure room. Can't do anything with that right now. We don't have the key. But I'm going to loop this room real quick. We got 7 minutes left. Try and gather up as much more of this loot as I can. I've kind of just been not looting. I wanted to fight that guy here, and let's not get poisoned by that, please. Thank you. Well, that wasn't too bad of a first run. We got 8,600 XP, so that's kind of neat. We touched a bunch of chests, 41 chests in total. We killed a bunch of stuff as well, so let's collect that XP. And we immediately jumped up to level 3, so that's kind of neat. Let's roll this guy, see what we get on our chest piece. And we did get enough of the shulker shells to at least get another box put together, so that's kind of cool. But this thing, is this a fancy one? It's epic, right off the bat. Okay, that's kind of good. It has a whole bunch of stuff on it, and I'm not really sure on the suffix and prefix thing still, but I'll get around to it. We also got lucky. Look, it has soulbound on it, so that's kind of good. It's not really going to matter right now because we can't lose our stuff anyways, though. Let's go ahead and open up our box here. So let's see what we got. It looks like we got a bunch of vault gear. We did indeed. Okay, so we got some of the jewels. We got an eternal soul. We had that thing in our inventory. Got another chest piece as well. So that's good. Ooh, we got orbs of regret. Kind of neat. I'm going to drop all that in there. This is all of the stuff that we got from that run as well. So we have enough for one more shulker. And that's really about it right now that's useful to us. As we start progressing, then more of this will become useful. But at the moment, I don't think anything else is really all that great. I guess that, if we want to eat food from the vaults, that's kind of cool. Anyways, though, let's roll the gear, see if we get anything good, which the helmet and shoes should be better than what we have on at the moment. And all of those rolled scrappy, so they're not super great. We got really lucky with that chest piece, I guess. But let's swap everything on. It's going to be a little bit better than just running normal vanilla gear. And the chest piece, even though it's not as good as the one that we rolled previously, we do have soulbound on that as well. So if we do need another chest piece, we have that to fall back on, I suppose. Alrighty, well, instead of jumping right back into another vault, I'm actually going to try and find some villagers because I would like to get that enchantment table up and running. And we didn't get lucky with any of the emeralds in that run. And I don't know how common those chests are going to be. So I need to run around, try and find a village. But before we do that, let's go ahead and spend our points that we just got. So let's go with Vein Miner, if that's still a thing. Hopefully that's still a thing, right? Yeah, we got Vein Miner. Cool. Let's get that. And is this dash? That is not dash. I want the jumpy thing. There we go. We want that guy there. That leaves us with an extra point left over. So let's, can we do one of these? Oh, it doesn't cost us any points. Okay, maybe we don't actually take one of these specializations just yet. We might do that next time, but right now, let's just leave it on default. And for the dash, this is going to increase the cooldown. So maybe we don't take any of them just yet until we get a couple levels in, because we don't really want the delay at the moment, I don't think. So what do we want to spend that final point on? There is some new stuff. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to hold on to this skill point because there's so many things to choose from, and I don't really know what I want to go with. I'm half tempted to go with Torker again, but that's really not necessary. At the moment, at least. Once we get a bunch of villagers or something, then maybe, I guess. But we want to try and spend the point on something that will be useful, so I'm just going to hold on to it. I'm also considering getting Hunter, because that's going to show us where chests are. That way we're not in rooms with ore, especially this early in the run, where we don't have Fortune on our tools, and we don't have Silk Touch on our tools, so we're kind of just guessing or randomizing whether or not we're actually going to get any of the vault ore. So it seems kind of like a little waste at the moment. We did get some of the ore, but I don't think it was really worth taking the time to mine those little nodes we came across. But anyways, yeah, that's the two I'm kind of bouncing between right now. Also, maybe Ghost Walk. Between those three is kind of what I'm trying to decide on. We can't do Ghost Walk because we need 2, so we do have to run another one regardless. But I kind of want to have just a very heavy running class, because the last time that we played Vault Hunters, we went in kind of neutral, I guess you would say, where I was trying to fight everything and loot at the same time. But this time around, I want to try and just be in and out, like get the chest, keep moving. I don't know if there's any tools we can make that are going to allow us to break chests a little bit quicker. Like there's a whole bunch of vault stuff now, so I'm not too sure on that, but maybe there is, maybe there's not. Anyways, though, I'm going to get looking for a village. Hopefully I can get a couple villagers brought back over here to start making some emeralds for us. That way we can get that enchantment table up and running as well. Well, I finally stumbled across a village here, so let me just relocate everybody here. I'm also going to strip the entire village of everything that's useful. Just from clearing out that one village, we got all the emeralds that we need to actually craft up this enchantment table. So let's take all of those. We should be good. And let's craft this thing up here. So we need a vanilla enchantment table, which we could also get from vaults. I think it's just one of the random blocks that can be on the ground in those areas. So that could have just saved us the diamonds, but whatever, it's fine at the moment. Let's get this thing thrown together as well. And that is going to be our quest done. There we go. And we can read through all of that. I guess you can pause the episode if you want to read that. I will probably end up reading it in between episodes. This is just going to be an enchanter pretty much. And let's see what exactly this is going to have in it. So we got efficiency 5, fortune 3, mending. And it looks like they take emeralds and 1 level of experience. That's kind of cool. So it's pretty much just the max level enchantment instead of having to sit here and do the vanilla thing or trading with villagers to get the books. That is really nice. Can we also enchant our armor? Is that a thing we can do? We can put unbreaking on it. Okay. Oh yeah, you can't put mending and stuff and protection on vault stuff, right? So that's cool. I don't know if wasting the emeralds right now on unbreaking is actually going to be more beneficial because we're going to be getting new gear just about every run, hopefully, give or take. So we're going to be swapping stuff out very, very frequently. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this real quick. I went ahead and brought a parrot back. We're going to name him Pedro. Pedro the parrot's going to guard our crops for us. And we also got a whole bunch of villagers as well. But we'll worry about setting those guys up here shortly when we do need to start mass producing some emeralds for our stuff. But let's see what we need for the next quest. We are going to have to craft a vial. So let's see what that is going to be. And it looks like it's one of these ones down here. All right, so does this have a vial? We need a glass bottle, a poppy, and a chromatic iron. Do I have a glass bottle? I don't think I do. There was one at the village, but I didn't think we would need it, so I didn't bother taking it. So that's my bad. We do have a bunch of sand already, so I will just quickly smelt down some of that and get this vial put together, I suppose. So there is 3 variants of this vial. We have one that'll passively regenerate over time in the vault. We have one that'll regenerate as we kill stuff, and one for looting boxes inside of the vault. So since I'm going to be trying to do a running class of sorts, I'm going to try and do the looting one, because we're going to try and maximize on the chest looting. So that way, hopefully this thing's regenerating. And I'm also going to make this one as well, just in case, right? It's a little bit of a waste of inventory space, but hopefully by having both of those on there, we either have 4 hearts of chargeback, or we only have the 1 bottle at a time. I don't know how that's going to work. Alrighty, well anyways, before we wrap up today's episode, let's go ahead and see what our next crystal is going to be at least. That way we can kind of get this thing done with. We have 2 out of the 4. We don't have any copper right now. I have not been mining that at all. So I need to go get some of that. And then for the leaves, we can just shear one of the trees. That's fine. But I'll go ahead and knock that out in between episodes. What I also want to set in motion right now is some of these guys. We want to collect some animals because we can set them up in the animal pens. That way we have a single block farm pretty much where we can have a bunch of cows or sheep and just breed them up in there and then slaughter them in there as well. That way we have everything kind of centralized and rolling already. So that way I'm not really struggling for food, which isn't really going to be the issue at the moment since we have all that from the village. But I would like to get some of this stuff going. So that way, in the event we do have it pop up on the altar, we have it ready to go and we don't have to run around and try and find that. And these things are really nice. All you got to do is walk up and shift click an animal and you can stack multiple of that same type of animal in the same jar. So you don't have to pick one up at a time like it's a safari net or something like that. You can scoop up however many you want to grab in one go here. So I'm going to run around, collect a couple of these guys. It doesn't matter if the pig is a different color pig. I don't think it does, right? No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. So we got sheeps, we've got the pig, there's some cows back this direction from our base. There we go, we got cows right there. That's the wrong button. Well, let's grab a couple of these guys, and as long as we have 2, I believe, we can just breed them up. So it's not super necessary to just completely clean out the entire area around us, but I'm going to grab what I can. I don't think you can breed everything, so there is a limit, but you can scoop up most things with these things, so that's kind of neat. I need to find some chickens. Oh, never mind, there's a chicken right there. Let's grab you. And is there anything else that we want to grab at the moment? I don't think so. So we just have a couple extra jars in the event that we do need them for anything. We could grab, I guess, turtles at some point. That would be a good idea, I believe. You might have the chutes or something show up in the table, possibly. Well, I went ahead and changed my mind. There is our crystal done for next episode. And let's also throw together 4 of these guys. Although it's making me do 1 at a time. That's weird. Let's do 4 of those, because that's all we have currently. And then we'll expand this as we need to for other mobs here. But let's see. For right now, it's going to be kind of janky, and we're just going to leave them on the ground. But we'll eventually move these up into something else. But all we got to do with these is click the jar onto them, and it consumes the jar until we break the thing, and then it spits the jar back out with the mobs in it, I believe. Which, I guess we can try that again. There's chickens everywhere. So, yeah, we get the jar back, and we get the animal pen as well. So that's good. Alrighty, well, anyways, that is going to be it for today's episode. Actually, we didn't collect our quest just yet. So let's do that as well. We get an ender pearl from it, and then we need to enter another vault. It looks like we get a shield and a sword. So that's kind of... Were we not supposed to run a vault that quickly? Like, I guess, I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, we get that to look forward to next episode. But anyways, as always, thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will catch you in the next one.